Welcome to Star Wars Legion Outposts, and today we're just going to be talking about some experimental droids. There's not a lot of archetypes that actually work in the experimental droids list. Now, this is a very good battle force. It's a very good battle force, but it's kind of one-streamed in my mind. Maybe you can find a bunch of different ways to play, and maybe down in the comments you can show me different ways that work really well. But I think that we don't want to do is fall into the idea that we go into experimental droids for the units that are special in this unit, because really, if you look here, we're going to quickly look that the special units are the Magna Guards, but these Magna Guards just kind of suck. Yeah, they're a little cheaper. You get one extra Magna Guard, but you lose health. Other Magna Guards have better health, and they just seem to be, it's very frustrating to see a Magna Guard get taken off the thing with one hit on it, and I just don't think they're the strength of this thing. But of course, you're going to want some B1s, so let's throw B1s in here while we're here, and we're going to put B2s. B2s are fairly strong in this, but the stars of this list, the real stars of the battle force, is not the tank. The tank is the other unit they want you to play. That's why they gave this special list. But the real stars of this battle force are the BX droids. So we're going to put some BX droids there. Then for commanders, I personally, I'm going to take Kalani, and I think a T-Series tactical droid is handy. Now, I'm going to talk to you about why I put the T-Series tactical droid in there. I think T-Series tactical droid is a good way to just make sure you get your orders pushed out. This one, he has bolster 2, which of course gives you some surge tokens. But the big thing is direct droid trooper unit, core droid trooper unit. So you can start every time your B1 line with him, and you can end on him with the B1s to give you full order control. And so it just kind of helps to get the order control. You can end it on one of your BX droids, or you can figure that out how you want to end it. And then I picked Kalani for a similar reason. So let's take a look at Kalani. Kalani has Strategize 2, which is great. You gain a suppression token, choose up to 2 friendly units at range 1 of each other. And the chosen units gain an aim and a dodge, which is great, having aims and dodges out on things. And it has direct AI unit. Now, you can direct any AI unit, and that means any of your droids, which are all droids in this faction. So it gives you a little bit more control on who you're giving orders to on those turns when you only have one order to give out. And you're not going to have a lot of B1s to just pass the orders around, but you will have a few B1s. So, as I said, the star of this is the BX droids. The BX droids are the star of this list by far. They hit hard, and they are able to do so much with all that extra stuff that you get from this list. This list gives you a few extra things, and we're going to just take a quick look at this. The battle force right here. It's this rule right down here when it talks about this. At the start of each activation phase, choose up to one of your commander units. So you can do it on either one of your commander units. If you do, put 3 surge tokens on that unit card. Once during the activation, a friendly core, special forces, or support unit that has AI keywords may perform a free action to spend a surge token on your chosen commander unit if he's in range 3. The good thing about this is you can put it on both, and then you have kind of a bigger range battle, or you can just pile them on one. And if he does, choose one of the following sins. Increase their speed by 1, which is really handy when you're trying to grab boxes or move a hostage or anything like that. Gain 1 aim token or dodge token. Again, handy. Free dodge or aims, always handy. Add 1 black die and 1 white die to their attack pool during their next attack action. That is incredible, because now your snipers, if you're at range 5, are getting 2 reds, a white, and a black, which is just sharpshooter 1, which is just a nice update for free. And then remove up to 2 suppression tokens. And so there's all the units that you're allowed. And again, I show you the special cards there you can download and print. That's the wonderful thing. You can download and print all this stuff. But let's get back to it. BX series droid commandos. So these guys are just awesome. As it says, they have speed 2, they have sharpshooter 1, they have scout 3, they have scale, impervious, so they're a little harder to get rid of. AI, dodge, and move, not the best, because if you're shooting with them, you kind of want to get that aim. So you want to try to get orders on them as much as you can. At range 1 to 3, 2 whites, and in unarmed combat, a black die. Now, as I said, you're going to want to put the sniper, which is 2 reds. He is lethal and got 2 reds, which is really good, 1 to 5. Now, over here for weapons, we're going to put shields on them, which their shield is pretty decent. It's shielded 2. You have 2 shield tokens, and recharge 2. When you recover, flip 2 inactive shield tokens. So you can keep yourself alive with those shield tokens. The one thing you got to be wary of when you're using shielded units is ion weapons. Ion weapons take a shield down right away by the X amount of ions, and it doesn't even block anything. So it goes through. So ion weapons are powerful against these units. So we're going to run 2 of these right off the bat. We're going to run those. And then on Kalani, I know that I want aggressive tactics because I want to have more surges out there for when we get into some trouble. And I'll probably run the T series pretty much naked unless I have some extra points. Now, the B2s, I love running them with the Haas gun. It's 2 red and 1 white. And it's blast and it's got cycle. So if you don't use it, it recovers on its own, but you can recover as well. And they have some cards that recover to keep you from doing that. So we're going to quickly take one of those. And then whenever I take one of those, I always take a T-Series tactical droid in that army, because then let's go back to that. 2 red, 1 white at range 2 to 3. And this one has 1 red in the range 2 to 3. Now it also gives reliable, which means you are getting out a surge token on these guys. So reliable, at the start of the activation phase, you gain a surge token. This is the leader. It has AI attack. It loses AI attack, which is really good too. And that sidearm range should always take that. Only has 1 health, but that is okay. This unit now has 3, 4 at 2, which is 8 health, plus the 1 health is 9 health. And so I'm going to quickly grab 2 of those units because I think those are great. Now my battle droids, B1 battle droids, I'm going to take a worker droid that can fix my units as get hurt. So I'm going to take at least 2 of those and maybe 3 of those. And so that can repair any of my things that get destroyed or hurt. Now, there I am. I'm sitting at 9 activations. As I always say, I like to get to 10 activations if at all possible. And so we have just under 90 points to spend. One of the things that also work well in this list is droidicas. Now, I'm not going to take a droidica here. Because I want to keep the order activation, and I'm going to go with another B1 battle droid. And this guy, I'm actually going to throw a gun on him, and I'm going to throw another repair bot. So now we have 10 activations, and we have lots of repair, and we still have 14 points to spare. Now, this is where you get to think, do I want to do something here, keep Kalani alive? Do I want to do something here? Do I want to give my BX droids a little more help? And so because you're not necessarily you're going to move first, I'm going to throw on these on them. So when they do move first, they get that aim that's ever helpful for lethal. And so now we have 4 points left. What can you get for 4 points? Not a lot. So we're just going to go quickly in here, and we're going to grab nothing from there. And for 4 points, we can give it, it's just so I can get this guy where I want him. I'm not going to put him too far ahead, so I'm not too worried about that. And these guys don't have any. Oh, okay. So if I don't give them an order, I can use this to give them, there we go, a little more aimed and control on those guys, and I'm sitting at 800, and that's 10 activations. So here's what we got. We've got a battle droid with a rocket launcher. That's just to give you a little extra punch. And then we have 3 battle droids that are going to be fishing with white dice. So that's just what they're going to be doing, fishing white. But the key here is all of these guys have worker droids. So that's going to keep your units alive even more. So that's 8 recovery health. And so you're going to keep them by the different things that you need to keep alive. And those will be your B2s and your BX droids, because they're going to be doing the majority of work as much as you can. You're going to keep them alive doing that. Now, for commands, orbital strike is a good one. And I'm not running any vehicles, so I wouldn't use mechanized. Normally, I would take that one if I was running some vehicles. And so we're going to take this one. And this just is... It's a nice little card. At the end of command phase, your opponent must choose one of their cards to put back, and then you have a chance to push another one back if you don't like what they're drawing. And so this one here lets you get your recovery, which is what you're going to want, is that recovery. Roger gives dodges out to everybody, so we're going to give that one. And then this one comes in handy. We're going to take a quick look at that for you. When the super tactical resistance ordered to a droid unit, that unit with AI gains disengage, impervious, and a dodge token. So lets you just be able to maneuver a little bit better, and the dodge token is the big one there. And so keeping things alive. And then one, really all you have is ambush to play. And so now for objectives, we want to do things that we can do good with these BX droids. So let's hostage exchange against a force user would be a bad idea normally. But I don't hate B2s carrying a hostage. I really don't. They're not my least favorite. So sabotage moisture evaporators, that's always a good one for BX. Recover the supplies, good one with the BX. You could do bombing run. Surprisingly, that might be kind of a fun one to get with those BX moving quickly across the battlefield, but then they're just moving the whole time. Intercept transitions, key positions, breakthrough, not the... I'm going to take hostage exchange, and then I'm going to go with key positions, battle for the middle. And then when you look at all these, we don't have vehicles. We have some range firing, so we don't mind taking long march if we have to keep people back a bit, but we also don't mind advanced positions. We don't mind dangerous close because of our B2s and our BX droids. When they're in range, they do hit really hard. So that's 8 white and then 2 reds. It's 10 decent dice. If you have the sword ones, if you decide to go a melee skew, they're really good melee too. So I don't really hate those. I don't really want disarray because I want to keep the orders. So let's go there, and then major offensive. And then conditions. Hostile environments, I enjoy that one. The fortified positions, there's already enough covers on the board. Do we want to give them more cover, or do we want to get more cover for our B1s that are just going to be sitting back doing nothing? Moving up. It's kind of hard on that one. Supply drops, they can be handy with them. We don't mind taking rapid reinforcement. A lot of people don't like taking rapid reinforcement. And let's do the hope we can outsmart the people with our barricades. So that's kind of what I'm saying. I really think this is a good system to play. If I'm going to be playing droids right now, I'm going to be playing experimental droids. And so this is one of the ways I played them. The other way I play them is with droidicas. And when I get the droidicas version of it, the only other way I can play, I find that I can play is with droidicas. I find that I do a lot of fast moving around with the droidicas and just get them down the flanks really quickly, and I can do a bombing run with the droidica and then come in from behind. So that's kind of the gist of this, but I think this is the best way right now to be playing droids. Actually, I think it's the only way right now to be playing droids. And so this is my idea of what might work as a good list. If you have any comments or questions down below, just ask me. I would love to respond. I try to respond to everybody who comments. We are making a push before my birthday to get to 1,000 subscribers, and we are almost there. We are only 62 subscribers away, and so please, it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. If you made it this far, like and subscribe, and that's what you can do to help out this channel and keep me making videos weekly. And we're in the process of starting a few other things. I've got a couple of people that we've been working on some podcast, and we've got a lot of filming going on right now, games, so we can get some games out to you too. Hope you like the channel, and if you have any questions or anything you want me to make a video about, I will make a video about it. I had somebody ask me about today about how do you teach a younger player. That is the alternate art card, and so we're giving away this beautiful alternate art card of the Inquisitors, and so that draw will be happening on March 17th on the video there. Thank you guys, and I will look forward to seeing you again, and may the Force always be with you, and may that we have a wonderful day. See you guys.